guys, it's Mungai. Welcome to the Mungai show, and of course you're the #1 online TV show. And guys, leo tumekuwa hapa. We've been in Qatar courtesy of Odibets Kenya for the World Cup, and it's happening guys. Leo tumewitness Belgium and Morocco, and of course Morocco wamefunga mbili. And guys, as you can see niko kwa stadium, bado hatujaenda nyumbani. And guys, nikipiga tu maraundi hivi, guess what? Nimepatana na one of our own, tunampenda sana. He's an engineer, he's a good football player, anaturepresent vizuri sana. Hebu guess ni nani hapo kwa comment section? Ndo huyu Olunga mwenyewe. Uko aje?
Profiti. Nice to see you by
nice to see you too. Unajua mimi tuko tu tunapita hivi, tuko hapa na Jemo na Winja, tunasikia tunafurahi sana kukuona.
Nashukuru sana.
Yeah, ulikuwa na support team gani by the way leo?
Nilikuwa na support Morocco.
Hapo kwenda team ya watu wamewin.
No, hapana. Of course they are our African representative. So lazima at least tukue na hiyo support, unajua, because we also want to see our African teams winning, especially in the big stage of football. Na wamecheza game poa sana, wameturepresent poa. Shinda 2-0 against Belgium, one of the favorites in the tournament. For sure it's a very good win for them.
Wow, Olunga, of course we know you've been representing us so well out here, but ningetaka kujua tu kidogo tu maybe kwa ufupi, yani your passion for football yenye imekufikisha hadi hapa ilianza lini?
Of course football ilianza kitambo, ilianza when I was so young, nikiwa around 10 years. Of course ndio nilikuwa nacheza bado mtaani Maisa pale baba dogo la Kisama. So ilikuwa just like a hobby, unajua, when you start and then kuanza kukuwa na a lot of people wenye wanaona like I have a good potential. So then kwa na Ghost Mule mwenye alinipeleka Liberty Academy when I was 14. Kacheza academy yake till I was 18 finishing high school. And then from there sando nikaanza kucheza Kenya Premier League, nikajoin Tusker FC 2013. One season nikacheza Thika United, Gor Mahia, then was my breakthrough season. Nikakuwa most valuable player in Kenya Premier League, and then sasa nikaenda professional football which is Sweden. In Sweden nikacheza 1 year, nikaenda China 1 year. Nikaenda Spain La Liga, was one of my favorite leagues. Kucheza na among the best players including Messi na Ronaldo.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
It was our dream.
Yes,
I think all of us tukikuja tulidhani tutaona Ronaldo, but unfortunately.
Yeah, so from there ndo nikaenda Japan, cheza 2.5 years, and now I'm in Qatar 2 years down the line. And I enjoy.
Wow, experience imekuwaje hapa Doha for 2 years now?
Imekuwa fiti, naweza sema imekuwa ni experience poa sana. Of course last year nikakuwa top scorer kwa league na pia top scorer wa Asian Champions League. So it's an amazing experience for sure, but of course there's always room for improvement. Kila game we play we want to be a better player, a better version of yourself. Na that's my aim. Also apart from that, unajua, just kujaribu kukuwa role model to the greater society back at home, just to try and kupatia motivation to the
young
also
people.
Footballers back at home, kuonyesha that it's possible to achieve anything that you desire as long as you have the passion, the commitment, unajua, resilience and aggressivity.
Wow, tukiendelea Olunga, utatry uface camera vizuri, watu wasiseme huyu hata si yeye by the way. Anyway, umesema Qatar imekuwa ikikupeleka fiti, but of course when the news zilikuja utakuwa uko hapa Qatar, some people felt like maybe Olunga hata angechange citizenship or something. Is it something that you would ever do, ama wewe una choose tu kukaa hivyo venye uko? And also, do you miss home?
Of course, whenever you make a move, lazima of course kutakuwa na a lot of reaction online, you know, and ni kitu yenye you have to expect as a football player. Lazima ukue ready to accept criticism, and for me it was not a hard decision, unajua, because when nilitoka Japan nikakuja Qatar, in Japan nilikuwa nimeshashinda all the individual accolades that I could win as a player, so I just thought I needed a new challenge, and Qatar niliona they have a good football development project. This year ilikuwa ni World Cup. Of course I came last year in January, but this year I knew it's going to be World Cup, and nikajoin enda kukuwa ni a good year for the country, and for sure ni kitu yenye I can't regret. na naweza sema it's a good place to be because at the end of the day it's a growing country in terms of football. Of course they can't you can't compare them with the top European elite leagues, but of course it's a country that is growing, and I believe in the next coming years they are going to be really a force to reckon.
Wow, so what about the citizenship?
Of course I'm a proud Kenyan, unajua kwa also the captain of the national team Harambee Stars. So I love Kenya, of course, as my country, and I'm really patriotic. I'm Kenyan, and I don't think I'll change my citizenship anytime soon. Unajua, and I'll just continue to support Qatar, you know, because I have a lot of players when tunacheza now, they're playing in the national team, and also the country as a whole, you know, is really accommodative, especially to us footballers. So. It's not something that I was thinking of changing my citizenship, but of course it's a nice environment to live and play.
Wow, talking of Qatar, of course you're doing the football with them, and also you're supporting them so much. Hadi umetaja ukasema unawasupport sana. But there was this time they lost, and of course jua kali akiwa pale nyumbani mmekuanga na kamvutano, sijui imefikisha na wapi. Alisema unachezeanga timu ya mafala, ndio maana unafunganga mabao, and then after wali lose kulitokea pia that hiyo beef ili resurface tena. What can you say about that?
Well, of course, I believe in my craft. I believe nime put in a lot of hard work to be where I am today. Na one thing I normally say ni you need to believe in yourself. In whatever thing you do, in wherever you are, lazima we kwanza first of all you believe in the thing that you do. And I normally say that if at all maybe like they say ligi ya Qatar ingekuwa ni very difficult, then I believe everybody angekuwa anapiga hizo hat-tricks week in week out. So I'm not trying to, you know, defend myself, you know, because I know my worth, unajua, na najua the talent that I have. But yes, at the end of the day, it's just a matter of trying to believe in yourself, kujaribu kufanya what you can as a person, because unajua at the end of the day you need to also, apart from looking at yourself, lazima uangalie the bigger picture, which is also how you inspire the younger generation back at home. So for me, I don't have a problem with anybody criticizing whichever decision that I make regarding my career, but at the end of the day, for me, I'm comfortable wherever I am, and I'm happy playing here in Qatar Sports League, in Qatar Super League, and I will continue to do my best. I don't know what the future holds. If an opportunity arises, maybe to go to another league, which is termed better, for sure I will go.
Which is a dream team that we love to. Najua, of course watu wana dream team zao zinakuanga Man U, wapi, yako ni gani?
Ni dream team yangu inakuwa Real Madrid FC. So since I was young napenda kucheza for Real Madrid. I'm
Reason
happy.
Being?
Reason being, I just love the way they play, the way they conduct themselves as a team. It's a team also yenye iko na great history. Na ni team yenye produce also good players, unajua, during their entire history as a club. So I'm glad niliweza kucheza against them just as an opponent when I was playing in Spain. I felt really nice that moment, but of course it's my dream team. And I don't know what the future holds,
yeah,
but for sure you just have to continue working hard as a player. Now that is the most important thing for me.
Okay, maybe going back to Jua Kali's story, do you have anything maybe against him? Because watu wanafeelingi kuna kabeef mahali.
No, me sina anything against anybody, because me as a person mwenye talent imeniweka in a global position yenye nimepata recognition. I tend to believe that Kenyans, we are so talented, not only in football, but in other aspects also of, let's say, art, drama, music. Tuko na a lot of potential as a country. So mimi as an individual, I cannot downgrade anything that talent may produce, not only in football, but any other aspect or any other industry. Siwezi downgrade anybody mwenye ana try to achieve through talent or art. So for me, ningependa tu encourage even those people wenye hata they are in a, unajua, bado hawaja make it big in their industry, wherever they are. Like it's very possible hata wewe kupata hiyo global recognition na kupata that unajua kukua kwa hiyo level yenye sasa kila mtu anakujua, unajua. So for me it's always not about having a beef with anybody, and like I said before, in football or being a footballer lazima ukue ready to accept criticism. But of course when the criticism is fair you accept it. But then somebody cannot criticize you unfairly. Unaona? So at the end of the day, for me I don't have a problem with anyone because I believe kwa different aspects na si wote tunajaribu ku make it in life to the bigger picture, na tunajaribu pia ku inspire a lot of people in our own industries. So for me I don't have a problem, I don't have any beef with anybody. That's the least of my concern. At the end of the day ndajaribu tu kuendelea ku inspire the bigger generation yenye wanani support back at home, na ndajaribu ku give my best so that at least hata more other Kenyan footballers wanaweza pata more opportunities hata ku grace even topper leagues in the whole world.
Okay, talking of talents that you have back home, leo kumetokea news from this sportsman amesema unfortunately it's been 3 months watu wa rugby hawajapokea mshahara. You know, maybe you can tell us what are your thoughts about that, because we will be working hard at home, huko back at home, but unapata kamshahara kafiki.
Of course unajua sai life imekam penye athletics ama football ama rugby, it is not just a hobby, this is a career, this is a profession. Ni kitu yenye unaifanya ndio at the end of the day also you can feed your family. So it may evolve from just being an hobby to being a profession or a career. So at the end of the day, as a player, me for example as a player, I need to have the motivation. Okay, motivation inakuja in different ways.
True.
Sometimes money is not always the biggest motivation, but at the end of the day lazima nikuwe na motivation yenye itanifanya hata mimi nikienda ku represent my nation which is Kenya, na feel enyewe government inani support sana na government inanipatia all that it takes for me to go and win in that competition. So of course it's a bad thing that our wachezaji wajalipwa in 3 months. Nobody will want to be in that situation as a player, as a rugby player, as a football player. Na ni kitu yenye of course with the new ministry yenye may come in, I hope wanaweza sort this kind of things zenye zinafanya athletes wana feel like they are not motivated, because at the end of the day tumeona like of course Kenya Sevens ni one of our best performing sports in Kenya, unajua na ni watu wenye wamekuwa kitu representing bigger stages in the whole world. So na believe they need the support that they deserve, na they need the motivation so that wanaweza to go back to where they used to be, unajua, because they are the pride of Kenya. They have been giving us good results, wamekuwa kitu representing the highest level of rugby competitions, and I believe they deserve the best.
Okay, in any chance maybe peer issue ya maybe payment or motivation, was it a factor uli consider when you decided to play overseas?
Of course unajua when you are playing in Kenya, when you are growing up, unajaribu ku play to the top level in Kenya, so that at least unaweza kuwa scouted with bigger teams zenye zinaweza kupatia even more greater opportunities zenye you can't access them in Kenya. So of course growing up you as a player, as a young player, vision of course, dream ilikuwa ni ucheze Kenya, at the end of the day ukuje urepresent, unajua, Kenya in bigger stages kama hizi tumeona hapa Morocco akicheza na Belgium, na at the same time ni you just have to continue working hard, because at the end of the day kutakuwa na hizi challenges. Of course sometimes government itatu support, maybe tutafeel it's not enough, unajua, but at the end of the day kuna watu pia wenye wame make it through hizi conditions. Of course sisemi ati these conditions are the best working conditions, but nasema tu sometimes pia we need to be patient, sometimes also pia tunafaa tukuwe na ile the heart, unajua, because at the end of the day kama hiyo passion uko nayo, you will always do whatever it takes to strive so that you can succeed kwa hiyo talent yako or ile field yako yenye uko nayo.
Yeah.
So of course government pia wanafaa watu support as athletes, wajaribu ku make all the factors zikuwe poa, so that hata tukienda pitch kila kitu iko poa. Unaona? So that kusikue na hizo excuses mingi za tujalipwa, sijui tujakuwa na nini na nini. Because then inapatia negative picture also kwa government, na at the same time when the results hazijakuja poa, of course the blame itakuwa kwetu kama players or athletes. Na that's where the criticism part of it inaingia. So at the end of the day lazima tuangalie it as a broader perspective, unaona, both in terms of government and also the athletes, the management side, and then from there now we can try to give better results.
Wow, as we conclude, maybe you can tell us kwa hii FIFA una support team gani? Na uchague moja, usituchoche.
Mi team yangu ni Netherlands. Team yangu ni Netherlands, and of course sahi tuko na 4 points as you are speaking. We hope we can qualify into the next stage, which is the round of 16. Na believe wanaweza fanya greater tournament, but of course as an African pia I have to support my African teammates, unajua, because I need to see Africa succeed, especially kwa hizi greater stages in the competitions. So my African team itakuwa ni Senegal. Of course they have a difficult task in the last group game, but I believe ni team yenye inaweza enda mbali na inaweza to represent poa pia as Africa. So for me those will be my 2 picks. But of course I have to change mind, Mr. Change Mind. I have to come and watch all the other games, unajua, just as a football player, as a football fan, unajua kuona how the top level it is, unajua kupata the experience of World Cup. Ni kitu fiti pia.
Okay, as we conclude Olunga, guys, you will forgive us because of the lights, you know. Hatungeweza kukuja na timu yote ya lighting wapi hata tu mic tumesnitch tukaingia nato, so mtatusamehea. But as we conclude Olunga, I'd like to know, we've seen big footballers out there wame provide platforms, wame go out there waka create maybe academies, waka create churches and everything. As a footballer, what are your plans, and also what are you looking forward to do, maybe to support a young guy out there, a young person at home who is watching you, who is looking up to you, mwenye anaonanga Olunga anasema yes? What are you looking up to do?
Of course, as you're speaking, niko na foundation na niko na academy, which is called MOFA, and Michael Olunga Foundation also. So iko based in Kaspul Kabondo, where I reside from, Kondi Ushago. Na tunajaribu kupatia young players the platform. Of course tunajaribu ku bridge in the gap between Kenyan and European or Asian or South American football. In that tuko na a lot of talented players, but hawana ile exposure, hawana people to take them to the next level. So what happens ni easy talent, after a while we have good athletes ama good players wenye hawezi pata hiyo platform ama visibility. So mimi niko na foundation which is called Michael Olunga Foundation, niko na academy which is called MOFA. Na we have various categories, under 10, under 11, under 13, under 15, which tunajaribu kupatia young players a platform to showcase their skills, not only skills but also to have better education, because mina believe in education and football that they can go par. So kumekuwa na hii narrative that footballers we are not so good in terms of education, unajua, of which
but you are an engineer.
Yeah. So nikitieje, of course nataka ni change, and that's why tunajaribu kupatana na different schools wenye wanaweza tupatia, unajua, scholarships for the boys in our academy, na at the same time wanaweza sharpen their skills in terms of football, and then when they finish school they can now decide whatever they want. Unajua, in life also pia ni poa kuwa na plan B, because not everybody ata excel in academics. Lazima tuanze ku accept that art or talent is also a career. It's not just a hobby. Na that is what now we are trying to preach, na it's the narrative that najaribu ku drive with my MOFA Academy. Na sasa tuna support a lot of children na tungependa kuona young footballers wenye wana excel not only in Kenya but waweze kuja kucheza kwa level kama hii ya World Cup na waweze kuja kurepresent also Kenya to these bigger stages. And that's where now it's our dream as a country. So I'm hoping that tunaweza pata a lot of people pia wenye wanaweza to join, wanaweza to support because hizi ni courses zenye you can't do them alone. Ni courses that you can start but you need also people wenye wanaweza kusaidia so that you can propel the whole agenda. So
how can people join or give help? How?
Kuna my academy, tuko na Facebook page, tuko na Instagram page inaitwa Mofa, na hapo kuna email address yenye at least partners wenye wanaweza jaribu kupatana na sisi, wanaweza come through, wanaweza tusaidia, wanaweza jaribu give also their opinions. Unajua kusaidia it's not only about financial assistance because watu wengi wakisikia kusaidia wanafikiria it's only about money. We want partners, school partners. Tunataka watu wenye wanaweza kuja wapatiane motivational talks kwa hawa students, wanaweza wasaidia in different ways in their lives. So at the end of the day it's a broader aspects zenye tunaangalia na tuna hope ni kitu inaweza kuwa successful in the coming years.
Wow, tukimalizia Olunga, I would like you to talk to somebody who is watching video, ako pale nyumbani, mafans wako wenye ukusupport sana and maybe somebody who would like to send a message to.
Ningependa kushukuru sana wale wase wote uni support. Ningependa kushukuru sana kwanza wale wase wenye wanatupea motivation, not only me as a person but also Harambee Stars as a team, na wale wase wote wenye wana to inspire pia. At the end of the day tunawashukuru sana. Tungependa tu kuomba muendelee kutusupport, muendelee kutupatia hiyo courage. Tunajaribu kurepresent, tunajaribu kuweka Kenya to the next level, to propel to the next level, na tuna hope in the coming years pia sisi tutakuwa tunaweza kugrace such kind of tournaments na tunaweza ku-export even more products to the European leagues, to the Asian leagues, to the South American leagues. Now that is the dream, that is the bigger dream. Now I'm sure it's something that we can realize if we work closely together. So otherwise just stay blessed, and even to the young players, continue working hard. I believe your moment is coming. Just keep the focus, continue with what you've been doing, and the best moment is yet to come.
Wow, thank you so much Olunga, we really appreciate. It was such a random interview. Tumepatana tu tukasema, you know what, let's do this. I really appreciate your time, the opportunity. I don't take it for granted. And guys, in case you're watching this video, unaona venye yani nawangania na watafutia content kila mahali, click your subscribe button guys. Tufike hiyo meter before the year ends. Guys, we'll meet in the next video.